Time for the takeaway, and when an argument has circular logic. This week, OpenAI made yet another big announcement with a technology partner. This time, it was Broadcom, with a plan for the AI company to develop its own chips. But it's just the latest announcement from OpenAI with a big name in chips and servers. Intel, AMD, NVIDIA, and Oracle have all lined up to make a deal with the company at the heart of the AI explosion. The problem is that almost all of those deals involve circular finance. For instance, NVIDIA is giving OpenAI a bunch of money via an investment, and OpenAI is using that money to buy NVIDIA's products. This would be troublesome if it was only cash, but since the money in question is really high-flying, publicly traded stock, it becomes of interest to the whole market. So far, OpenAI has almost $1 trillion of commitments on paper to buy technology, while its revenue is closer to $12 billion, though that's just a report since the company doesn't disclose its financials. Of course, there's no question it's growing fast. One estimate suggests OpenAI now has 700 million weekly users of its ChatGPT AI product, but how that translates into sales, let alone profit, is less clear. What is clear is that the biggest players in tech want a piece of its business in future, and they're willing to invest a great deal of capital now to secure it. To grow at the rate it hopes, OpenAI will need massive amounts of computing power, including data farms and chips, and so it makes sense to lock them up now, or at least it makes sense until it doesn't. If another company does an end run around OpenAI, and several big players are trying to do just that, including Google, Meta, and Canada's Cohere, all of this investment could be for little or nothing, and that in turn could burn investors in the companies who are betting on one outcome. My takeaway? Maybe financing future growth is perfectly logical, but we've seen circular finance in the past, and it didn't end well for the stock market.
Taking Stock, Fridays on BNN Bloomberg.